I mean, see, like, there's a lot of sacrifice. You see people, end up their relationships. They, I don't know, left their home country, left their, families, and just to make it. Like, you see, there is a sacrifice. Don't believe like, okay, I'm just going to do this and it's going to be like a la la land, There's a lot of sweat. There is a lot of dark side from that,
Well, all three of those things you mentioned, I did. So like, you have to, there's a cost to everything, and it's just whether you're willing to pay the cost, and it's whether the cost is worth it. And I think where most people have really bad decision making is they look at, okay, I can say invest $5,000, $10,000 in myself. Okay, it doesn't work, I lose money. It does work, I make hundreds of thousands of dollars for the rest of my life and I have complete freedom. It's probably a good bet. Like, and the framework I always use for an investment in something is, has the person done it before themselves? Can I see they've helped other people do it? Has this been going on for a while? And is this industry going to continue? Then it's like, if you're a competent person, you're willing to work hard, it will work.
It's also not just about sacrifice. I said just earlier about risk. So me just putting my money on paid ads, and I don't know if it's going to come back or no, I'm just spending money every day on paid ads. But thanks God, because me believing in him and, I'm just making my money back. So there's risk behind it too. So don't believe it's also just, just going to come through easily or without, any risk.
So I don't know if you remember Jordan Lee talking at her event. So he spends about $1.6 million a month on Facebook ads. And it always stuck in my mind. It's like, you just have to have the fucking minerals and the balls to be like willing to do that. And that's the difference. I
mean, see, how I break through when I hear, Jordan Lee talking about himself, doing 1.6 million on just paid ads. I was like, if I have that, amount of money, I'm just going to keep it in the bank account. See, like just my limiting beliefs, and when I hear that, I was like, okay, that's just Jordan Lee just doing that on Facebook ads. What other people doing, like, okay, you just sometimes got to risk it. And I know, like, maybe deep inside him, he maybe doubt himself maybe, but he got, as you said, he got the courage to do it, And
I think courage is the right word. I actually filmed a podcast before this talking about people's mindset with paid advertising. The biggest thing is that they actually don't spend enough and they're fearful. And I first started running Facebook ads in 2018. And I look back now, I'm like, my God, this was so easy and so cheap. And I was like, but I couldn't think logically of like, okay, well, if I put a pound in, I'm making £5 back or £10. Why don't I just spend 100 times as much? Because I'm like, and if you reverse engineer it back, let's say I want to have a business that makes $1 million a month, and I'm going to have a 10x my ads. Well, I need to spend $100,000 a month. So at some point, you're going to have to risk putting more money in the front end before you get the $1 million. Mm-hmm. So you have to push. You have to, and risk, then it'll come. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like anything in life. The risk comes first and then the reward, where people want the other way around. They want the reward first and then the risk to come afterwards when they're already safe.
So let's say me, first quitting my job too. Okay, like first I quit my job, then I start making money. So first I risk it. I don't have any security. I don't have, any salary going to come to my bank account next month. So let's say I did in the first month, I believe $15K. But how much did I put in my paid ads? Just $1,000. So if we just do the math, it's, I don't know, 1,500, right? Percent. So I didn't know if that going to come back or not, but it did. It did. So that's the risk I took, and it did come back.
Why do you think so many people are afraid? I think maybe this is from my perspective of what I see. Mm-hmm. Emirati culture seems to be more risk tolerant and more willing to kind of push it from what I see.
I mean, maybe I mentioned this earlier. Everybody has, I don't know, like health insurance. Yeah. They have a good jobs. They have, like, I don't know, good houses. So why would we risk it, Don't risk it. Don't quit your job. Don't do something, I would say, just too risky, or just, just try at least, just make a lot, like side hustle. Try online, like it's easy to do, I don't know, like a trade license. Now just online, just type in, put your ID, that's it. You're gonna like start your own business. And if it fails, I don't know how much you're gonna spend on it. 5K. I mean, when you travel, you spend, I don't know, 15K, 20K. Yeah. You just don't feel like it's nothing. But on business, like, oh no. So I think they should, I don't know, make a step. That's it.
Now, if you enjoyed this clip and you're a coach, creator, or a business owner and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using ads, AI, content, marketing, a lot of things we talk about on the show, then hit the link at the top line of our description in the YouTube video. You can book on a call with us and we'll walk through the whole process, audit your business, and show you where there's huge, huge opportunities for you to scale.